Hello and welcome to the Sleepy Scotsman, where I'm going to share with you just a little bit of Scotland's very big character. And I'm going to be doing this through readings of poetry, songs, fairy tales, and the myths and legends passed down through generations and generations of our countrymen and women. Tonight's reading will be a collection of classic Scots poetry. But before we begin, I would ask that if you enjoy the content I'm making, please consider subscribing, liking or commenting on my videos. It's all much appreciated. Now, sit back, make yourself comfortable and enjoy. The Battle of Otterburn. Anonymous. It fell about the Lammas tide, when the muir men win their hay. The doughty Douglas bound him to ride into England to drive a prey. He chose the Gordons and the Grahams, with them the Lindsays, light and gay. But the Jardines would not with him ride, and they rue it to this day. And he has burned the dales of Tyne, and part of Bamborough Shire, and 3 good towers on Reedswire Fells. He left them all on fire. And he marched up to Newcastle and rode it round about. O was the lord of this castle, O was the lady of it. But up spake proud Lord Percy then, and oh but he spake high, I am the lord of this castle, my wife's the lady gay. If thou wert the lord of this castle, say weel it please me, for ere I cross the border fells, the tane of us shall die. He took a lang spear in his hand, shod with the metal free, and for to meet the Douglas there, he rode right furiously. But oh, how pale his lady looked, frae half the castle wa, when down before the Scottish spear she saw proud Percy fa. And we twa been upon the green, and never an eye to see, I would hae had you flesh and fell, but your sword shall go wi' me. But gie you up to Otterburn, and wait there days 3, and if I come not ere 3 days' end, a fause night call ye me. The Otterburn's a bonny burn, 'tis pleasant there to be, but there is naught at Otterburn to feed my men and me. The deer rins wild on the hill and dale, the birds fly wild from tree to tree, but there is neither bread nor kale to fend my men and me. Yet I will stay at Otterburn, where you shall welcome be. And if ye come not at 3 days' end, a fause lord I call thee. Thither I will come, proud Percy said, by the might of Our Lady. There will I bide thee, said the Douglas, my troth I plight to thee. They lighted high on Otterburn, upon the bent sae brown. They lighted high on Otterburn, and threw their pallions down. And he that had a bonny boy sent out his horse to grass, and he that had not a bonny boy, his ain servant he was. But up then spake a little page, before the peep of dawn. O waken ye, my good lord, for Percy's hard at hand. Ye lie, ye liar loud. Say loud I hear ye lie, for Percy had not men yestreen to dight my men and me. But I have dreamed a dreary dream beyond the Isle of Skye. I saw a dead man win a fight, and I think that man was I. He belted his good braid sword, and to the field he ran. But he forgot the helmet good that should have kept his brain. When Percy with the Douglas met, it was he that was fu fain. They swacked their swords till sair they swat, and the blood ran down like rain. But Percy with his good broadsword, that could so sharply wound, as wounded Douglas on the brow, till he fell to the ground. Then he called on his little foot page and said, "Run speedily, and fetch my ain dear sister's son, Sir Hugh Montgomery." "My nephew good," the Douglas said, "what recks the death of him? Last night I dreamed a dreary dream, and I ken the day's thine. My wound is deep, I fain would sleep. Take thou the vanguard of the three, and hide me by the bracken bush that grows on yonder lily lea. O bury me by the bracken bush, beneath the blooming briar. Let never living mortal ken that here a kindly Scot lies." He lifted up that noble lord, with a salt tear in his eye. He hid him in the bracken bush, that his merry men might not see. The moon was clear, the day drew near, the spears and flinders flew, but mony a gallant Englishman ere day the Scotsman slew. The Gordons good in English blood, they'd steep their hose and shoon. The Lindsays flew like fire about, till all the fray was done. The Percy and Montgomery met, that either of other was fain. They swapped swords, and they twa swat, and aye, the blood ran down in between. "Now yield ye, Percy," he said, "or else I vow I'll lay thee low." "To whom must I yield?" quoth Earl Percy. "Now that I see it must be so. Thou shalt not yield to lord nor loun, nor yet shalt thou yield to me. But yield ye to that bracken bush that grows upon lily lea." "I will not yield to a bracken bush, nor yet will I yield to a briar. I would yield to Earl Douglas, or Sir Hugh the Montgomery, if he were here." As soon as he knew it was Montgomery, he struck his sword point in the ground. The Montgomery was a courteous knight, and quickly took him by the hand. This deed was done at the Otterburn, about the breaking of the day. Earl Douglas was buried at the bracken bush, and the Percy led captive away. Sir Patrick Spens, Anonymous. The king sits in Dunfermline town, drinking the blood-red wine. "Oh, where will I get a skeely skipper to sail this new ship of mine?" Oh, up and spake an elder knight, sat at the king's right knee. "Sir Patrick Spens is the best sailor that ever sailed the sea. Our king has written a braid letter and sealed it with his hand, and sent it to Sir Patrick Spens, was walking on the strand. To Norway, to Norway, to Norway over the faem. The king's daughter of Norway, 'tis thou maun bring her hame. first word that Sir Patrick read, sae loud, loud laughed he. The nearest word that Sir Patrick read, the tear blinded his ee. Oh, wise this has done this deed, and told the king o' me, to send us out at this time of year to sail upon the sea. Be it wind, be it weet, be it hail, be it sleet, our ship must sail of fame. The king's daughter in Norway, 'tis we must fetch her hame. They hoist their sails on Monday morn, wi' a' the speed they may. They hae landed in Norway upon a Wednesday. They hadna been a week in Norway but twae, when that the lords of Norway began aloud to say, Ye Scottishmen spend all our king's gold, and all your queen's fee. Ye lie, ye lie, ye liars loud, full loud I heard ye lie. For I brought as much white money as gain my men and me, and I brought half fowl of good red gold out o'er the sea with me. Make ready, my merry men a', our good ship sails a morn. Now, ever a lake, my master dear, I fear a deadly storm. I saw the new moon late yestreen, with the old moon in her arm, and if we gang to sea, master, I fear we'll come to harm. They hadna sailed a league, but barely 3, when the lift grew dark, and the wind blew loud, and gurly grew the sea. The anchors brak, and the topmasts lap, it was such a deadly storm, and the waves came o'er the broken ship, till all her sides were torn. Oh, where will I get a good sailor, to take my helm in hand, till I get up to the tall topmast, to see if I can spy land? Oh, here I am, a sailor good, to take the helm in hand, till you go up the tall topmast, but I fear you'll ne'er spy land. He hadna gone a step, but barely ane, when a bout flew out of our goodly ship, and the salt sea it came in. Gae, fetch a web of the silken cloth, another of the twine, and wap them into our ship's side, and let nae the sea come in. They fetched a web of the silken cloth, another of the twine, and they wrapped them round that good ship's side, but still the sea came in. Oh, laith were our good Scots lords, to weet their cork-heeled shoon, but lang or a' the play was played, they wat their hats aboon. And mony was the feather bed that flattered on the fame, and mony was the good lord's son that never mair came hame. The ladies wrang their fingers white, the maidens tore their hair, for the sake of their true loves, for them they'll see nae mair. O lang may the ladies sit, with their fans into their hands, before they see Sir Patrick Spens come sailing to the strand. And lang may the maidens sit, with their gowd kames in their hair, waiting for their ain dear loves, for whom they'll say nae mair. Half hour to Aberdour, 'tis 50 fathoms deep, and there lies good Sir Patrick Spens, with the Scots lords at his feet. Low Doon in the Broom, Anonymous. My daddy is a cankert carl, he'll no twine wi' his gear. My Minnie, she's a scalding wife, haud's a' the hoose astir. But let them say, or let them do, it's aye ane to me, for he's low doon, he's in the broom, that's waiting on me. Waiting on me, my love, he's waiting on me, for he's low doon, he's in the broom that's waiting on me. My Auntie Kate sits at her wheel, and sair she lightly's me, but weel I ken it's a' envy, for near a Jo has she. My cousin Kate was sair beguiled with Johnny o' the Glen, and aye since syne she cries, beware o' fause deluding men. Gleed Sandy he cam west yestreen, and speered when I saw Pate, and aye since syne the neebors round, they jeer me ere and late. But let them say, or let them do, it's aye ane to me, for he's low doon, he's in the broom that's waiting on me. Waiting on me, my love, he's waiting on me, for he's low doon, he's in the broom that's waiting on me. I Waukin O, Anonymous. Oh, spring's a pleasant time. Flowers of every colour, the sweet bird builds her nest, and I long for my lover. I Waukin O, walking aye and weary. Sleep can I get nane for thinking o' my dearie. Oh, I'm wat, oh, I'm wat and weary. Yet fain I'd rise and run if I thought to meet my dearie. When I sleep, I dream. When I walk, I'm eerie. Sleep can I get nane for thinking o' my dearie. Lanely night comes on. Ah, the lave are sleeping. I think on my love and blear my een wi' greeting. Feather beds are soft. Painted rooms are bonny, but a kiss, oh my dear love, is better far than ony. Oh, for Friday night, Friday at the gloaming. Oh, for Friday night, Friday's long a coming. Aye walking, oh walking, aye and weary. Sleep can I get nane for thinking o' my dearie. Auld Robin Grey by Lady Anne Lindsay. When the sheep are in the fold, and the kye at hame, and a' the world to rest are gone, the ways o' my heart fa' in showers frae my eye, while my goodman lies sound by me. Young Jamie lo'ed me weel, and sought me for his bride, but saving a crown he had naething else beside. To make the crown a pund, young Jamie gaed to sea, and the crown and the pound were baith for me. He hadna been away a week, but only twa, when my father brak his arm, and the cow was stone awa. My mother, she fell sick, and my Jamie at the sea, and Auld Robin Grey came a courting me. My father couldna work, and my mother couldna spin. I toiled day and night, but their bread I couldna win. Auld Rob maintained them baith, and with tears in his eye, said, Jenny, for their sakes, oh marry me. My heart, it said nay. I looked for Jamie back, but the wind, it blew high, and the ship, it was a wrack. His ship, it was a wrack. Why didna Jamie dee? Or why do I live to cry, wae's me? My father urged me sair, my mother didna speak, but she looked in my face till my heart was like to break. They gied him my hand, though my heart was in the sea. Say Auld Robin, he was good man to me. I hadna been a wife a week, but only 4, when mournful as I sat on the stane at the door, I saw my Jamie's wraith, for I couldna think it he, till he said, I'm come home to marry thee. Oh, sair, sair did we greet, and muckle did we say. We took but a kiss, and we tore ourselves away. I wish that I were dead, but I'm no like to die. And why was I born to say, wae is me? I gang like a ghaist, and I carena to spin. I darena think on Jamie, for that would be a sin. But I'll do my best, a good wife I to be, for old Robin Grey, he is kind unto me.